All right, just a disclaimer again. I'm high energy. The geomagnetic storm's really messing with me. It's important to pay attention to the sun. Stefan Burns on YouTube does a good job of telling us about that stuff. Um, and he sells grounding shoes too. So I would buy them because grounding, the earth can absorb your negative energy. In nature in general, grounding is very important. So if you're grounded, your energy can be released to the universe, and the earth is so massive and she loves to help us that she can take it on, which the problem with global warming and climate and all that stuff is because the earth can't take everything, all of our greed, right? The greed manifests into global warming, and it's a physical representation. So it's important to understand uh, the actions have to dictate that the earth is being destroyed, and how that looks is carbon emissions, right? And the carbon emissions comes from the globalization of the economy, and the globalization of the economy was driven by greed. So global warming. That's the root cause of global warming is greed. And we can see the clouds, but that doesn't help a dang thing with the greed thing. You got to give your money away to the homeless people to fix the greed thing, and then the earth would heal. But we don't have that kind of time, and it doesn't matter if you do it. Um, so this one's going to be probably partial, and then I'll do one on Hitler and one on the Mandela effect. But I have to explain the universe before I get into the Mandela effect and what Hitler was up to. So, like I said, you have a pyramid of consciousness. Amon Ra, the original guy, picked men over women. Yahweh picked children over children. Zeus is the sibling lesson, right? Well, when the Christians, um, how that belief in another, right, is who has the most manifestation of those groups. And Christians are huge, right? Uh, Henry VIII is still a Christian. He just wanted to divorce his wife, so he'd stop cutting their heads off. Joseph Smith is a Christian. He just wanted to have sex with a bunch of women. So Christianity has belief, right? And the most important part about Christianity is a fellow named, I think his name's Douglas Coe, and the Jesuits. They go out and missionaries. They spread the word about Christianity. The point is to create the knowledge of Christianity, the belief in Christianity spread out. Because if you set up a super Christian group in Pakistan that loves Jesus enough, like that group spider webs out to create universes. I'm A, you're B, together we make C. So set up a Jesuit missionary in Pakistan, get everyone believing in Jesus real hard. You're affecting the universe. You're building that universe of Christianity. That's what missionaries and Jesuits, that was their aim, is to create universes where Jesus existed, since Jesus was the last, the quote unquote Jesus, and then the secret one, Yeshua. Uh, I don't care what you call him. He's the most recent one that's made this universe. And in order to make universe spread out, right? That's how you do it. Is you go get into people's perspective. Representative data model Earth is, and if you get into their perspective, then you're in control of that too, and you're in control of that, and you're in control of that. The other side of that is, oh, I never talked about that in my Psycho Walk questions. You can make a government too. Communism was made by Lenin and whoever closed out the Qing dynasty over in China. But if you contain your universe like they do, the Indians are very contained in India, the Hindu belief system. They don't talk much about their belief system, so they don't get the Hindu belief system out and about. They're more contained, and they reproduce like you wouldn't believe. So they have 1 billion people believing in Hinduism. That's their power level. In China, they don't let you out, so they've contained their universe, and it's communism. There's creating the perspectives that include other people's perspectives. If I didn't travel the world, this would be a contained event. It would only be the people I know on a contained level. But I traveled the world all over the place, so I am in so many people's perspective. I created spider webs all over the world. Oh, see, there's somebody yelling and screaming. Yeah. It's just negative energy. Yelling and screaming is anger, and anger is hurting us all. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you feel justified in being angry. It's just creating negative electrical energy, and we all have to eat it. So the math, universe is weighted. Let's say it carries a weight. The reason we're in 3D is because we're so heavy in emotions of guilt and fear are the heaviest emotions because they come from the children and they're really pure. And fear and anger and resentment are a little lighter. Yeah, they're outward projections, but they typically include two people, right? You generally aren't angry with yourself. You're angry at someone else, so you create a bond of anger. It's not quite as heavy as the fear. Fear is, lead to gold, the heaviest metal to gold. Fear to money. It's a representative data model. The physical world is a distraction. The emotion is what matters. The CERN doing lead to gold, that's nonsense. They're turning up CERN because I'm fucking with the universe. They don't like it. They think it's their job to fuck with the universe. But you can believe that if you want. The spiderweb effect of Christianity, and then understand that the Christians, I said Yahweh made the Alpha and the Omega roadmap, where your first letter of your name is your heart capacity, and the last letter of your name is your suffering capacity, right? So the way out is an 11, well, whatever, 11 capacity for your heart, and then a 12 capacity for your suffering. But again, we don't, I say God names our children, but I didn't name my kid what God wanted me to name my kid. My wife operates in a dark mindset. She would never name the child what she was supposed to. So names become less important. The alphabet being screwed up. They took letters out, they added letters, they shifted them around because they don't want people to understand what I'm saying. It's a roadmap. Well, the Christians made a roadmap of eye color and hair color. Blonde hair, blue eyes is temptation. Brown eye, it's the eyes are the gateway to the soul. Blue eyes are temptation. Green eyes are the middle path. Brown eyes are suffering. And that's only in the Christian universe that was created by Yeshua, Jesus, whatever. There's also the Muslim one. Well, everybody typically has dark eyes and dark hair, so it's not how that really works for everybody. But once you get into the Christian perspective, because all the Jesuit missionaries, you'll find green eyes and blue eyes in places that you would never see them. When I was talking to my buddy in October there, the son of Yahshua filled with his darkness, I actually made him so happy his eyes went from dark black to green while we were talking. And you see, like what they call demons have the black eyes. It's essentially because they're super operating in their super ego, and their eyes turn black. The eyes are the gateway to the soul. People that are in tune with the universe can feel that emotion, and the color doesn't matter. And again, color was just created as a roadmap, and then Hitler screwed that up. So I'll get to that in the next one.